You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Today we are going to talk on the topic list slicing. List slicing is also similar to string slicing. So today we are going to create a list my list called my list. So you remember in last class we said that if we want to create a list, we use a square bracket to create a list. Now, today we are going to create an example of a list, then we slice them using our backward and forward indexing. So I'm creating a list now. So we are going to walk through with this list. We are going to walk through with this list. I think this one is okay. So now we have created a list called my list, and we want to slice the list, like access or get a particular number from this list. Maybe if I want to get 1 to 3, then I will have to use the slicing method. So let me slice using an example to get the first three numbers. So my list, then you know we have this semicolon. And we work through slicing in string indexing. Then so this semicolon now, we create a starting point, and we create the place where it will stop. Now the starting point I want to use is from 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then 3 will produce 1, 2, 3. So 0, 3. Once I run it, it will print 1, 2, 3. It will show me an error because I did not run the first one. So let me run it, then run the second again. So it said list is not defined. Let me run again. Yeah, it has showed me what I want the slicing method to slice for me. So this is how to slice a list. So create another example again. So I want to get another one, like from 3. I want to slice from 3 to 5. Now for me to do it, let me copy this. For me to do it, now I will use 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Here is 0. 1, 2. Then if we want to continue, 3, 4, and 4 will not work. Then the last one here, 5. There's an invisible 5 that we make up 1, 2, 3. So I think you will be able to understand it because we have walked through them before. Now look at it. I put 5 because when we want to start with the forward index, here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I put 4, it will access this 4, uh, this um, this 3. Once I put 5, once I put 4, it will access this 4. Once I put 5, it will access this. Let me show you an example of what I did here. Okay, let me create a text. Now, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we have 5. For us to access this 5, starting from the forward, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 4. Now, for we to get this one is 0. And for we to get this 3 present, we use 3. I don't know if you understand, but when we are working with another example, you see where I'm trying to explain. Python is kind of tricky, but once you understand it, you have already understand it. So just make sure you follow with my examples. Now I want to access the first three numbers. The first three numbers. The first three numbers. I can still use this method. I can still use this method like this. Instead of me putting 0 here, when I remove the 0, I'll still print exactly what I print before. It's still the same thing because 0 is nothing. Once I run it, it will still print the same thing. That is the way to do it. Now, I want to access, if I want to access maybe the last three, items, once I copy it, then move it to this side to start from the last 3, then minus 3. Okay, now you know here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting from here is -1, -2, -3. You understand? So for me to get the last 3 item, I will use -3 to get the last 3 item because I did not declare where it will stop, but it will start from -3. So let me run it. Yeah, see the output. It will start from the last 3. So so we are going to list proper. I want to copy the same list. Now want to use the append, the insert, on how to insert in a list, on how to append. Append is to add to a list. Insert is to add in a specific location. You are inserting in a specific location, but when you are appending, it will append at the last. Then we have the function called the remove function, the pop function. We have the pop. The pop function is to remove the item, to remove pop. So we have the clear function. We also have the clear function. So just follow me. Let's see how to use this function I just mentioned. So this is how it goes. Hello, please a minute. I want to get something from person. Please a minute. So I'm back. Now let's start. So my list dot append. You see, Google Colab make it easy that whenever you want to type a function, it will bring a sample of what you want to do. So I think Google Colab have done a lot in Python development. So you see dot append have already shown. You have already give me an example or option to choose. So I want to insert six. Now this is how to insert. When I run it, oh, I've not run my first program. Let me run it first, then run again. It will append. It will append now. Okay, it has already append. Now let me print what I append. Let me bring it. So let me run. Wow, did you see it? It has already added 6 to it. So if you saw what he has already added, please give me a thumbs up. Let me see that you are following. Okay, now this is how to append using the append function. You append using the append function. So I want to insert. Let me use the insert function. My list two dot insert. Okay, you see, it has already given me what I want to insert. Let me say now in insert, you have to put the index number and what you want to insert. So let me see what I want to insert now. Now I want to replace this one. I want to replace this one, and the index number is 0, right? Yes, 0. Now I want to replace it to a number, not an alpha, not a letter. Now I want to replace it with a number, not a letter. Now when I run it, it will insert it. Automatically it have already insert it. So let me copy and run my list again. You see, it has already replaced it to 1. This is how to insert in a list. So it's easy to work with. list. So I will teach you on how to use the remove function. Okay, let me go. My list two, list list two dot remove. Then you have to declare what you want to remove. Now I want to remove this one present there. I want to remove it. Now when I run it again, you will see my output. Wow, the one has been removed. So are you following? If you are following, just give me a thumbs up. Wow, I saw it. So we are going to look on how to pop how to pop a specific location. Pop is to remove, and when you are popping, you are using the index number to pop. When you are popping, you are using the index number to pop. So so you are using the index number to pop. So we are going to use the pop function. Now I want to pop using the index number of, let me say, 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me use the index number of 3 to pop 4. Okay, I've already popped 4. So pop will bring out 4 for you. You are removing 4 from a list. I want a particular number 4 from a list. So I will pop it using my index number. So I will teach you on how to delete using the delete function. I've already taught you on how to delete in string. It's also similar to list. So you use your del, then your list two, then what you want to remove in the list. Now let me remove 0, 1, 2 or 3. No, let me remove 0, 1, 2, 4. Let me remove 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 will automatically be removed. So let me run it. So once I run it, you see our output. So 4 have been removed. This is how to use the delete function. Then I will teach you on how to clear. Once you use the clear, automatically it will automatically it will um delete the number. But but once you delete, it will delete a specific number you want to remove. Now let me use the dot clear. Okay, so dot clear. dot clear. So once I run it, let me run it again for you to see. Once I run it, you see our list is empty. Our list is empty. So this is how to clear in Python. So we are going to uh, copy list. But I want to explain something for you. Using the del to delete a list, del to delete a list, it will not work. An example, you see once I use the dot clear, it will remove everything inside. But if I use the dot list, the list, it will not work. It will show me an error. To show me an error. My list. Now, once I work with it like this, like I want to remove everything inside, it will not work using the del. But if I use the dot clear, it will work. Oh, let me show you an example. I've already cleared it before. That's why it's just showing me the program is right. So let me copy this list again and rename. Once you clear, you cannot get it back. So now let me create a list again. Let me say list 3. Now run it. Then copy. Let me use the 3. So once I delete, I want to see if it will work. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. You see, it will show me an error. It will show me an error. It will show me an error that list is not defined. It's not defined. I don't know if you get what I'm explaining. If you use the dot clear, it will show you an empty list. But if you use the del to delete, it will tell you that the list is not defined because everything has been deleted. Both the lists, everything has been deleted. So there's a difference. So I'm going to teach you on how to copy a list. How to copy a list. How to copy a list. Mm, copy. When we say copy, okay. Now let's see this if it will work. Let's see this if it will work. If it will work. So let me copy a list. Mm, so I have to create. I have to create a list 1 and list 2. List 2. Let me create list 2. Let me say 4. Okay. Now I'm coming. Eh, Okay, my list. Let me create a variable. Let me create a variable called list. Okay, list 3. 3 is equal to this. No, no. So automatically this variable has everything here. Has everything here like this. Now, so I want to use the dot copy. Dot copy. Okay. Let me say mm, my list 5. My list 5 is equal to my list 3 copy dot copy, meaning it will copy everything from this list 5. We copy everything from here. We copy everything from here, and this list 3, this list 3 have everything here. Now when I run it, let me run let me run this. Okay, so let me run this ones for you to see what the variable is. So this my lst, we create a variable, and declare it we declare it that everything here should be inside this variable. Our variable is a memory location, so we want to copy everything here and put it in this variable we created. So automatically this my lst3 has everything in list 3. So now I want to create a list called my list 5, then use the dot copy. Once I run it, automatically list 5 have the copy of ls my lst3. So look at it. This is how to use the dot copy. Now I want to go into joining a list. That's why I copy this list down. So we want to create a list. We want to join them together. When we are joining, at the beginning I taught you about concatenation. Using the plus to concatenate, to join. So I want to concatenate these two lists together. List list Let me say list 7, list 6 and list 7. I want to concatenate them together. So list let me say list 8. Now I'm declaring a variable for me to concatenate those two lists together. Now I will use I'll copy list 6 and list 7. Copy. Then I will use the plus sign to concatenate them together. So this is the method of joining. We are joining two lists together. When I run it, you will see the output. Okay, it will not run. Why? Because I did not run the first one. Always remember to run your first code you created. So do not forget when running a program in a notebook. So automatically my result is out. Let me print it for you to see. Look at it. I have joined them together. Look at one. Look at one here. Like that. This is how to join a list together. You have to. So we are going to we are going to extending a list. How to extend a list. Extend a list. Like extending is also known as joining. Want to extend it or add to a list or append a list with a list. Like want to extend list. Now I want to extend this list. For example, this 7, I want everything inside this 7 to be in 6. Now extend for me to extend, I will use the extend function now. I will call out, okay, let me create a code now. I'll call out list, my list 6, list it. Then I will use the dot extend. Then I will use my bracket. So I'll put my list 7 inside the bracket. On automatically list 6 has everything of 6 and 7. So when I run it, you see my output. Look at it. This is how to extend a list. So we are going to look on membership. I've already taught you about membership in string when you said if one is in a list in, if two is in a list, it will tell you false or true. So we can also use the if statement to check if a particular list is present. So now let us create an example of a list. Now I want to copy one list from here. I will name the list list 5, list 9. No, I don't need it here. So I need it here. So I'll create a list called list 9. I'm using a fresh list for you to have a good understanding of what I want to explain to you. So now we have our list 9. Our list 9. I want to check if 1 is in list 9. If 1 is in list 9, I'll copy the 1 like this. Copy. I'll write in list 9. This is how it works. Once I run it, it will tell me true or false. You know why I did not run this? That's why it's showing me an error. Now it said true. Yes, because 1 is in list 9. So let me use 6. It will tell me false. Look at it. It will tell me false because it's not in that list. So Now we are going to if statement to check if a particular list is present. Now for we to create a if statement now, we say if let me use if 2 comma in my list 9 print print let me say print 2 is present. 2 is present in the list. Let me say 2 is present in my list 9. Yes, you can give a condition. When you are using an if statement, you also give a condition. You can also give a condition. If it's not there, tell me it's not there. If it's there, tell me it's there. So that is how if statement work. Yes, print 2 is not present in my list 9. Once I run it, it will show me an error because of my indentation. I talked about indentation before, so it will not run because I did not indent very well. So once I go back, I indent it very well like this, it will run and give me my answer. Now 2 is present in list 9. 2 is present. Now let me say 6. 6 and 6. Now you see, you tell me 6 is not present. 6 is not present in my list 9. This is how the condition works using an if statement. And when we are using if statement, you can use if statement in anything, in banking, in any sector. Have you noticed how Baba Ijebu works? Baba Ijebu in Nigeria, how it works. You can give a condition if a particular list of number appear in a particular day for a winner. Then if the number did not appear, it will tell the person that you lose or you win. So that is how if statement is. It's a condition. And most time in our banking sectors, they use the if statement. In our ATM machine, you use the if statement to create those program. For example, once you impute in a once you impute maybe amount that is not inside your actual account, then automatically the machine will tell you that you have insufficient balance. But when you impute the right amount that is inside your um ATM, automatically it will tell you that it will give you access to withdraw. That is how if statement work. It's a conditional statement. We have the different type of control structure or um, statement. So when we get there, you will see how it works. So I just decided to give you an intro of what we are going to do in future. So now we are going to use a reverse. We are going to work on reverse and sort list. Reverse and sort list. So if you are in class, okay, if you are following, just give me a thumbs up so that I will know that people are in class, or a comment. Yes, I got it. So we are going to um, reverse and sort list. We are doing list membership, so we are going to reverse and sort list. So we are going to create a list and reverse it. Now let me copy this. Let me copy this. Then let me name it as list 10. List 10. List 10. Then I will use the reverse function. The reverse function. So my list 10, my list 10 dot reverse. So this is reverse. So once I run it, automatically it will reverse it for me. It will reverse it for me. So once I run my list 10, once I run my list 10, you see the one and the list inside have already been reversed. One started from the left hand side. Now the one started from the right hand side. So this is how to reverse a list. This is how to reverse a list. So now we are going to use the so let me use reverse or sorting method. Okay, okay. Let's see. We can also reverse using indexing. Is an indexing. So let's see if it will reverse. For example, let me copy list 10, copy, then paste. Let's see if it will work. Let me see if it will work. So equal to list 10, list 10, then the bracket minus 1. You can use this method to reverse. Automatically it will reverse it. It will reverse it back. This is how it works. So we are going to the sorting list. Now we want to sort a list. We want to sort a list. We'll create a list and then a list of numbers that is not well arranged. Then I'll sort it now. So this is how it works. Let me create a list. my list 11 equals to, then I want to use on list that is not sort 7, 8, like this. I want to do something that is not well arranged. Then so I've created a list like this, a list like this. Then so I want to sort it from the highest to the lowest. So now I will use my list 10, so my list 11 dot sort. This is the sort function. This is the sort function. Now I have sorted it out like this. Now let me see the results. So let me see the results. Look at it. It has already sorted. This number is not well arranged before. Now using the sort, it will arrange it from ascending order. So, but what if I want to sort it to descending order? What if I want to sort it to descending order? Now I can do it like this. I can do it like this. Okay. 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 I can give him a condition like this. Now sort reverse reverse like reverse it. I want to give him a condition that he should reverse it from 0 to 9. Now use the reverse is equal to true. So it will reverse it for me. Now let me print this my list 11. Automatically it have already reversed it. You see the difference here? Using the reverse true, we reverse it from descend to descending order. Now you can also use the sorted. Sorted return a new sort list and does not change original list. It does not change the original list, but it can sort a particular list but does not change it. Meaning, so let me create a list like this. So this my list. Once I rerun it again, it will remain because I've already reversed it. Let me see my list. It can it will still be the changes that I made before. Look at it. It will still be the changes that I made before. So sorted do not change. Look at it. Sorry, let me bring it down. Let me bring it down for you to see. Now let me print it again. My list 11. Once I run it, this list, I've changed it. It will still remain like that. But sorted do not change. It only bring out what what he sought. Once you reprint the variable, it will remain the way you declared it. For example, now this is a list called list 12. This is a list called list 12. Now let me declare a sorted list. Now once I sort it like this, my list 12. Now you see it have already sorted like this now. It has already sorted. Now when I print this my list 12, my list 12 will still bring exactly what is here, because sorted do not change. Sorted do not change except you declare a variable. Look at what is here is what is here, but when you use the sorted, it will change it for you. It will not be permanent. It will not change it permanent, but sort change it permanent. So that is the difference between sorted and sort. So the only way you want your sorted to remain permanent, except you declare a variable for this sorted, except you declare a variable for this sorted, that is when the list will remain the same. So this is how it works. This is how it works. So if you are in class, just give me a thumbs up so that I will know that you are following. Good. Now we are going into we are going to have teach you on how to use the emulating method, how to look through. So I'll teach you on how to look through. So please mute your mic. So I'll teach you on how to look through. Now I'll teach you on how to use the dot count. The dot count where you use the dot count in string dot count. You can still use it here like this. Okay, let me share dot count. Let me use the dot count. Automatically it will count it for me. Let me see. List 12. Where is list 12? Dot count. Then count now, the dot count now. I want to count, maybe let me add another zeros here. Let me add another zero. We have two zero now. I want it to count for me. Now, inside this dot count, I will declare a number which the dot count will count for me. Now, when I run it, it will say, wait, let me see. Let me rerun again. Dot count. What is wrong? What is wrong? Count zero. It says zero. Um, okay. It will work in. It will work with a list of. With a list of string. I'm not sure it will work with this. So let me copy this list. Okay, this list, let me copy it. So, let me copy. Now, let me try 12. No, how many we are now? No, 13. Let me declare 13. Then use dot count. Run dot count dot count. Then I'll say, let me add 1 two times. 1. So, version. I'm coming. Let me count 1 two times. 1. So I want to count how many one that is inside there. Once I run it, you will see my results. You see, it told me 1 is 2. Told me 1 is 2. So this is how to use the dot count. You can also check for or the or function. Or function will return false as one of the value is false. That is or function. So if any, it will return true. So I will teach you on how to use the any or the or function. True is all the elements in a list are true. If any of the elements in a list is false. So let me show you an example of using and the any and all method. So let's create lists called L1. So now let's say 1, comma 2, 3, 4, 5, then comma 0. Then if I use, when I run it, then I say, so when I say n or, when I say L1, okay, let me use this L bracket or L1. Let's see what our output is. It will say false. False. Because, let me explain it again. The or method return true if all the elements in a list are true. If any element in a list is false, is false. So let's see. Now all said false. Let me use any. If any, any, it will tell you true, meaning it's true. Now, let me tell you, let me tell you the or. How does the or work? When I use the or at the beginning, you did not understand, but with this, you will understand. And or, or, if anything is false inside a list, or will tell you that is false. But if you use any will use true, because if any of them is true, it's true. If any of them is false, all we said is false. So let's create an example of it like this. Let me use list 2. Let me create a variable called list 2, L2. So with time, you will see the importance of this any and all. So let me say, true, true, comma, false. Now, if I use it like this, if I use it like this, okay, L2, L, L2. Now, all, anything in all, anything that is false is false. All do not see false. Once anything inside is false is false. So once I run it, it will tell me false. But if I use any, because there is false inside, it will tell me it's false. But if I use any, it will tell me it's true, because there's true, there's false inside. So this is how it works. Now we are going to list comprehension. List comprehension provides an elegant way to create new lists. It consists of brackets containing an expression followed by a four clusters, then zero or more for or if it's a cluster. So that is list comprehension. So I think we are going to end it for today. We are going to end it for today because we have already spent an hour here in class. Our class supposed to be an hour. I've already spent an hour. So, Ashira, thank you for joining. Thank you. Good night and have a nice day.